born great, but taught I was nothing.
My self-worth only depends on how much money I got in the bank.
It's all just a bait, but y'all just eat it up.
Since we all family, it shouldn't be hard to relate.
So why would you hate? No time to debate. We gotta stick together. We all we got. Let's make the best. It's us forever.
See all that plotting to keep you stressed and under pressure, trying not to end up deep in the box if I can help it.
Yeah, tired of us talking down on each other. We screaming Black Lives Matter, but do we love each other?
Jesus turned water to wine, indeed. I mean, I'm trying to turn niggas and bitches to kings and queens.
Queens, cause we was born great, but act like we don't know who we are. We full of hate.
Savages that just randomly spaz and grab a fifth and shoot like TMZ cameras for celebrity statuses.
And that'll just get you into traumatic stress like an asthmatic. You suffering like paralysis.
Hope we don't offend you and you reach your potential.
Cause we only trying to give you something to put in your mental.
What's up, my beautiful people? This your boy King Kevo.
And it's your boy Watch Trent Work.
And we are Secure the Legacy.
Hey,
And
Kev, what we got today?
Man, look. This was this morning, man. I ran across this video clip. It was called Colin Kaepernick compares the NFL draft to slavery. And I pretty much seen probably like 3 or 4, because it's a series basically. I seen 3 or 4 episodes of the series called Colin in White and Black, or Black and White, or something like that. You know, it's about his life. You know what I'm saying? He kind of goes in depth about things that's going on in his life and how he sees things from his own lens. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like a documentary or something?
Something like that, yeah, documentary on his life, and him just, like I said, him just going in depth. And it, you know, looks like I said, I seen a little bit of this earlier. I don't know if I seen all of it or not, but I want to say I seen parts of this, and he kind of tries to pick it apart. And he kind of disagrees with what Colin was going with, but I want you to see for yourself so you can have your opinion, and then you can let me know what you think about it.
All right, let's go.
But yeah, y'all know, man, before we get into that, for the new people that stopping by, I want to say thank you. For the people that constantly show us love, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. This channel would not be what it is without y'all, man. Hey, we growing, and it's all due to y'all. All right, let's get into it. Oh yeah, before we do that, thumb it up.
Thumb it up, thumb it up, thumb
Subscribe,
it up, thumb it up. Back
notification bell. All right?
Back it up.
All right, Trent, let's get us started.
Let go.
What else is undermining American life is the generalized left-wing take on race. So Colin Kaepernick is just a giant con man, like one of the great con men of our time. He's a failed NFL quarterback. He had like a couple of good seasons, and then he started to fail, and so they benched him for the immortal Blaine Gabbert.
Hold on, man. Bruh, is that true, or is that his opinion? I already know the answer to that. He said he got benched because of his failures. Like he wasn't good enough no more.
What you think?
I know for a fact that ain't true. He got benched because he was taking a knee. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but let's get back into it, man.
Okay.
And then he decided it's time to kneel for the national anthem because America is deeply racist. It wasn't racist until he got benched. Then he got benched, and then America magically became racist, and he was wearing socks with pigs as cops on them on the basis of the lie that the police are systemically shooting black people for no reason. This has won him accolades. He got a Nike deal. The only failed quarterback to win a giant Nike deal.
Failed quarterback.
Right, with slogans saying things like you have to risk everything. Well, he's risked nothing. He risked 0 things. He waited until he was a backup.
He didn't risk anything, bro.
No, that definitely was risking stuff by making a move like that.
Right, like I'm like, how did he not risk anything, bro? Like he literally made it almost impossible for him to get his job back. You know what I'm saying? Like he took to the field, he kneeled countless times. Like they already warned him and threatened him and told him, like, you need to like do something different. We're gonna cut you, pretty much, in so many words. And that's what happened. Because at first it was, you know, he lost his spot. You know, another quarterback got his spot. In his claims, he did it. He knelt afterwards. I don't have the facts on if he knelt before he got benched or after. But I do know that he did kneel. We all know that, and we know the reason why he knelt. And it wasn't, you know, due to him getting his spot taken or whatever. And it wasn't, he wasn't trash. I know a lot of people think that he was trash, but that was that basically was the cover up to why they ended up you know what I'm saying, getting rid of them or whatever. But we'll get more in depth to it though. That's all right.
Let's go.
Quarterback, then he knelt for the national anthem, and then the entire left wing ran to his defense. And then he spent the last few years saying he wants to play in the NFL while avoiding anything that would actually get him back into the NFL, because it turns out he kind of sucks. He's not a very good quarterback.
That's
so now,
the argument.
Netflix, remember, the way the corporations work is that if you work for Southwest and you say, let's go Brandon, it's a fireable offense. But all of Netflix will just churn out Democratic propaganda day after day after day.
Just do this.
They'll put out propaganda with a Pete Buttigieg documentary about how he changed the world. And now we've got Anna DuVernay, who, of course, is the woman who has made other propaganda films about race in the United States. Now she's making a propaganda film with Colin Kaepernick, talking about how Colin Kaepernick changed the world. It's called Colin in Black and White.
He's mad.
Here's a clip from it.
He's big man.
You want to know what ruins the country? This kind of crap. So here's Colin Kaepernick talking about how the NFL Combine, which is a place where players show up to demonstrate their skills in front of coaches so that they will get drafted higher and be paid more millions of dollars. He compares this, millionaire Colin Kaepernick, compares this to slave auctions in this film. Backed by Netflix, backed by corporate bucks. But that's not a problem. Let's Go Brandon is a problem. You want to know which is more vulgar in the broader sense of the word? Not a question. Here's Colin Kaepernick doing something morally despicable, but
really
he's fond
mad.
of doing that for cash.
Before they put you on the field, teams poke, prod, and examine you, searching for any defect that might affect your performance. No boundary respected. No dignity left intact.
Okay, and then if you can't see this, there's a bunch of guys who are getting checked out at the combine with their shirts off. And then they walk out of the combine and into a graphic of them with chains on them being auctioned off as slaves. I'm not kidding. This is what Netflix is producing. And people bidding on them.
So this is not out yet?
It is. That's why I said I seen like 2 or 3 episodes.
Oh, okay. And what is this called?
It's called Colin. I think it's called Colin in White and Black or something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
on Netflix. What is your take so far, though? Like, your honest opinion, like, on what he's saying. This dude, besides him being mad and upset, I don't know who paying you to be mad and upset. You didn't even introduce yourself to us, bro. You just came on just attacking him right off back. But, yeah, what is your opinion, bro?
As far as comparing this to slavery, like, I can see, like, it's certain aspects of it where you can say it's the same, and certain aspects where it's not. Because, like, with this, okay, with the corporations, with the slave owners, you got the NFL, you know what I'm saying? White men.
Right.
You got black people who are athletes. They, you know, just like in Django, how they was fighting each other or whatever. But in slavery, they like, you know, picking cotton or doing this or doing that, doing all the work or whatever. So they are for your entertainment. So I do kind of get that part of it. But to compare what we get now to slavery, that's kind of a little bit of a stretch for me, at least. You know, because it's like these people didn't have rights to do nothing. They couldn't live where they wanted to. They couldn't sleep where they wanted to. They had to eat whatever they gave out, you know what I'm saying, chitlins or this or that. And the NFL, like, they get millions. So I do see, like, kind of a comparison, but just, like, all the way, do I think it's modern day slavery? I wouldn't think it was. What you think?
I mean, you know, I feel both sides, and, you know, I see where you're coming from on what you're saying, because we have come a long way. But I also see things in a broader scale, meaning everything piggybacked and started from the slavery system. You know what I'm saying? And as time went on, you had people that were in control of slavery that, you know, basically either had family members that they cared about that was on the other side, for meaning black people, and they wanted us to have rights, and they heard us at once upon a time, so they started creating laws to make it better for us, to like even laws to allow us to read, laws to allow us to eat with them, laws to allow us to go to their schools. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, so we started integrating even laws to not become a slave no more, to not be a slave,
Right.
you know? But there was a but on there. You know what I'm saying? The but was, we'll create laws, so if you break those laws, you go to jail, you'll become our slave again. You know what I'm saying? So everything was so designed in the slave ship so much that even when they did try to make it better for black people per se, it still was in that slavery form, but we're gonna make it somewhat fair so it won't look like we do have control over you. Because if you look at it, you don't see no black owners. You get what I'm saying? It's still white people in control. You know.
So what do you think? I got a question for you. So what do you think if you could go back in time and get the slaves and have a conversation with them and ask them, is this compared to slavery? Is this the same thing? What do you think they'll say?
I know they wouldn't tell the truth because they're racist. I said they wouldn't tell the truth because they're racist.
No, I'm talking about the slaves.
Oh, the slaves? Oh, yeah,
not
the slaves
owners. Like if they
I'm
got,
sure.
Boom, here, slaves.
Yeah,
over here,
I'm
you
sure.
get whipped and you got to work all day and you get this, and this.
I'm sure you will have, because see right there, that'll go both ways. Because you'll have some that'll look at the good thing, good part about it, be like, we come a long way, we should be thankful. But that'll be a scared slave. If you got a straight shooter like me and you, they'd be like, yeah, that's modern day slavery. You know what I'm saying? But we have come a long way. But if they're that type of person who's like, I'd rather have it to where we got control over ourselves and not just under this law, then they wouldn't agree with that. They would just say it's all the way slavery. You know what I'm saying? But if they got a mind like me and you and they see, the good and everything, they'd be like, okay, I see what you're talking about. There is somewhat, if that makes sense, like that it's gotten better, But I'm sure they would say that's modern day slavery. I'm sure they would. Because like I said, I can see it. But, I'm not like nitpicking and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I wish this was that and that. That's why I do what I do, so I can have full control over what I have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I don't agree with a lot of things that go on in this world because I see stuff for what it is, but I also don't like blatantly just put it all the way out there to show everybody and make it seem like I'm a victim and I'm crying about everything. You know what I'm saying?
See, and I think that's the problem that I have with saying, like, with comparing that to slavery, because it's like, I don't like that victim mentality stuff, man.
And I don't necessarily.
I don't like it at all. I'm not saying that we didn't go through nothing.
No, I'm saying I don't even think that he's like saying, having a victim's mentality. I just think that he's like shedding light on stuff because this man literally was like forced out due to standing up for our people. You get what I'm saying? Like, he could have just kept playing ball like they be telling us. Mm-hmm. They say shut up and dribble, like they told LeBron them to do that. Shut up and dribble.
Now that was crazy.
I'm just saying.
I ain't like that.
Some things are spoken and some things are not. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So he just basically sharing what he sees because we don't know what really going on behind closed doors. We just see the cute stuff. We just see that the ball going in the air, somebody catching it and they running. We don't see how many times they get called the N-word, or if you don't play ball, I'm gonna fire you, or you don't do what you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like I said, I get both both ways, but if you're in a messed up situation, if you're in a messed up situation, and as a man,
right,
I don't care what time period it is, exactly. what I got to do, what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, this is a different country that we was brought to and sold off as slaves or whatever, but you still have to, man. Ain't no victim mentality in me at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of like I said, I can see some of the comparisons.
Even if it ain't no victim mentality in you and me, we still should be mindful.
I'm not naive to the point that, you know what I'm saying, that there are comparisons.
Because that can come off like we sweeping things under the rug because we don't have a victim's mentality.
I ain't doing that either. I'm just taking responsibility of what I'm supposed to take care of. You know what I'm saying? As a man.
Gotcha.
But let's
get back to it though. We talked for a minute. Forgive us. But
slaves were called slaves because they were not paid. Because they were literally enslaved. Not they volunteered into an NFL combine Netflix is producing. And people bidding on them. Okay, I can spot a few differences. One, slaves were called slaves because they were not paid. Because they were literally enslaved. Right. Not they volunteered into an NFL combine, where they then got paid millions of dollars based on their physical abilities. But Colin Kaepernick conflates the two. Which is more vulgar for the United States? Saying that the NFL combine is equivalent to actual honest-to-God slavery? Or saying, let's go Brandon? But you know what the real vulgarity is? It's not that. That's not real vulgarity in sports. The real vulgarity is that Donald Trump went to a Braves game and did the tomahawk chop. That was the end of the world. Over the weekend, Donald Trump went to a Braves game. By the way, there's great irony to the fact that Texas and Georgia are the two states competing in the world.
You see how he just glanced across that, and that's no problem to him? Like, you don't see no problem in that?
To what he glanced about talking about Trump?
About Trump doing the tomahawk, you know what I'm saying, chop.
Did you find that offensive?
It wouldn't be offensive to me, but I know it can be offensive. You get what I'm saying? because I'm not Native American, but I'm sensitive to their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a heart. Like I know racist things when I see it, but just because it don't affect me doesn't mean okay, it's cool. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if it's racist, it's racist, bro. Whether it's racist towards a white person, a black person, an Indian, an African. Like if somebody making jokes saying like Indian butt scratcher and stuff like that, like come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it might not be offensive to me, but come on, why we got to do that? You know
Right.
That's all I'm saying. He just glanced that racism over and then never, he just, like I say, he just started the video off with malice in his heart. Like he just really hate this dude. You know
Everybody
what I'm
got
saying?
certain biases that they kind of fit into as far as like whatever they think. And if I like this person, I'm gonna talk up this person a little bit more.
Right,
if I don't like this,
Right,
so.
and it's like, I look at it like I don't, because I like who I like. But even if I like who I like, wrong is wrong and right is right.
Right.
That's just how I look at it. I don't care if it's
that's how it should be.
Speaking from a man's point of view, a woman's point of view, black or white. Like if you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't care if you a black man. Like if you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't care if you're a black woman. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Black, white, short, tall. If you're wrong, you're wrong. That's how I'm looking at it. Right is right and wrong is wrong. All right.
That's 100. You ready?
Yep.
All right, finish this off real quick.
The World Series after the MLB decided to cave to the woke scolds. So Donald Trump went to the Braves game and he was doing the tomahawk chop. And this was the end of the world. Okay, because the tomahawk chop is supposedly racist. Now, if you're going to talk about which is more racially problematic, comparing the NFL Combine to actual honest-to-God slavery or a non-offensive symbol at a Braves game where nobody is saying, I hate Native Americans, therefore I'm doing the tomahawk chop. They're saying that this is a symbol of Native American culture that we wish to co-opt because it's awesome, and they're doing the tomahawk chop. But Donald Trump is the real threat to American mores. He's the threat. He's the threat. And the grift is so unbelievably strong. And this is why Americans are rebelling against this kind of crap. Let's Go Brandon is going to become more ubiquitous, not less. Because it's not just that Joe Biden is pursuing radical economic policy. It's that Joe Biden is pursuing radical social policy. It's that he has bought into a vulgarization of the idea of America, broad scale. And if you note that, using any language whatsoever, this makes you bad. If you note that.
That's who this man remind me of, bro. He remind me of a project chick, bro. You know how they be trying to make their point and they talk so fast and they just move their head and their hands and...
I damn near thought this was like a sped up
no, he's talking
version.
fast. Like, let me look at the speed, bro. Like, I
sure?
swear. I'm telling you, bro, because when I was watching it...
You got this on triple play?
No. He just talking fast, bro. Like, yeah.
It would have been a minute.
I'm gonna see what he got next, because it's only like 10 seconds left.
Euphemistic language, because you don't even want to curse. That's apparently super duper bad. We're in a battle for the culture and for our values.
This man,
like
bro,
and subscribe.
Think, bro? Honest opinion about everything this man talking about.
Like I said, I already said my piece. I think, like I said, I can see some of the comparisons, and I can see how they don't. Because, like I said, if you gave slaves the choice, they would definitely want millions of dollars and whatever.
I mean, that's just like saying, I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying sell your soul for everything. I'm just saying
the point that you're making, bro. Because when you said what you just said, it made me think about the interview with my boy Pop. When he was like, you got people that, we want food. You know what I'm saying? They singing and they knocking on the door and they being nice. You're like, hey, can we get something to eat? And they're like, no, get away from my door. And we want food. And they knock on the door, hey, can we get something to eat? And then they, no, get away. And then before you know it, we busting in your door, we picking your lock. You know what I'm saying? Like, we tired of asking. You get what I'm saying? So when you say that would the slaves want money, yes, they would want money. The slaves didn't have anything, bro. Like, they was getting raped, battered and bruised and, you know what I'm saying, like slaughtered on a regular basis just for like looking the wrong way or looking in the wrong direction. So yeah, they gonna want millions, bro. Like, I don't know a slave that will not say, hey, I would like that million so I can take care of my family and do what I gotta do.
Right.
But like
do
said,
you think that's a fair comparison though?
It's not. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying with the slaves and football players. What do you think? Like
I said, on that I can see where Colin was coming from. I don't think he was trying to be malicious and saying that point blank period. This is what it is. He just was showing it in his life and what he, because if you gotta see the documentary to see what I'm talking about. Like literally everything that he was doing as a young man trying to make it, he always had opposition, just like we do. You know what I'm saying? But he would always have somebody trying to tell him that he's not capable of doing it. Because remind you, he's not just black and he's not just white. He's black and white.
Right.
He was raised by 2 white people. Like he was adopted. You know what I'm saying? I think his mom had died or something. Or his dad. I don't know. I don't know the story on his mom and dad. But I just know that he was adopted by 2 white parents, and he would always have opposition, whether it be from his hair, trying to get braids, or trying to have a fro, or you know, he was like almost made to play baseball, but he wants to play football. And then you got, you know, white people, like white coaches telling him, I think you should try baseball. You're really good at baseball, just so they can get what they want. You get what I'm saying? And it's not to look at what he really wants. You know, so like if you just see the whole story of why he came up with that thing, you know, it was just to like share and piggyback off the things that us as black people have to go through and what we've been going through. And how things have changed, of course. But he's just reminding us that even though things have changed, look at where it stems from and look at what's really going on. That's how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at it as he's trying to play victim, because like he can't play victim. This man is a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like he got money in the bank. But also even, you know, I think it's important, and he sees that it's important, that even though because you got millions, you don't have to be silent. You can still constantly use your voice and keep,
and that's
you know
what
I'm
he
saying?
definitely does too. So.
Exactly. So that's what I respect about him, and that's what I see that he's doing. I don't think he's trying to play victim. I don't think he's trying to be like, I want my you know, my spot back. I don't even think he wants to play in the NFL no more. I just think that he wants us to not forget that even though he's rich, Kevin Hart's rich, Michael Jordan's rich, all of these people are rich, there's still black people in America, and just because you're rich don't mean that you have power. And that we need to wake up and see things for what it is, and not just be cool with the bare minimum. Yeah, we got this, but we still don't have rights. We got that, but we still don't have rights. We got this, that, but we still do not have human rights. Yeah. And that's what I see. You get what I'm saying when I see the video. So. Yeah, I know we talked a mouthful. Yeah, man. We talked a mouthful, and I love talking about things like this because it always gets swept under the rug when it comes to our people. And you know,
but we're here to talk about the deep stuff too, the deep stuff, funny stuff, like all that. You know,
everything is important. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's women's rights, men's rights, black rights, white rights, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Human rights. Like, we got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we cannot, you know, sweep things under the rug just because your money right, or just because everything is happening for in your favor right now. You can't like undermine what's going on with the next person. You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
And we definitely want to know y'all views too.
Yeah.
Y'all heard what we thought about it, but we definitely want to hear y'all views. And then whatever y'all think we could touch on with any type of topics, we always down for it. You know?
Right. So please
we read the comments.
Yeah. Please get in our comment section. Let us know what you think about the video. If there's anything else you would like us to, you know, talk about, piggyback on this situation or another situation or whatever. You know, if there's any other videos you think we might not like, you know, we always open. You just never know. But our comment section is there for that main reason. We're not afraid to talk about it. Touchy subjects, untouchy, we like it all. If you have not already, man, go ahead and thumb it up. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And like I said, man, do not be afraid of our comment section because it's there for a reason. We love y'all, and like I always say, I just said it already. I love y'all, and God bless. Born great, but told I was nothing.
My self-worth only depends on how much money I got in the bank.
It's all just a fake, but y'all just eating it up.